Lesson is titled The Resurrection of Abel, Part 2.
Your potential is other than a nigger. A nigger is incompetent. A nigger lacks ability. All niggers collectively are unable, lack the ability to change their conditions from negative to positive. They're unqualified. All of their training, from whatever perspective, leaves them lacking, unqualified. Woo. So you're suffering from Canaanitis. Canaanitis, that's what you're suffering from. And I have the antidote, the shot, the prescription, and the healing for your Canaanitis. See, you have been poisoned by the serpent. That old serpent called the devil. You've been poisoned. It's a serious venom you suffer from. That's why the devil was listed on the character of a snake.
Incompetent, not legally qualified.
Woo! Meaning everything that Cain did was illegal. Everything that America is doing and the nations of the earth are doing is illegal. It's not legal. The law of the Feast of Weeks demands for me to reveal to you that to hold on to incompetence is not legal. For you to be incompetent is not legal. That makes you a lawbreaker, a transgressor. That's what makes you a sinner. Incompetence makes you a sinner. You're breaking the law that Yahweh gave for you to follow. Yahweh's law demands you to be competent. Perfect. I mean, that's the law. Imperfection for you is not legal. Only perfection for you is legal. Now, there's one thing you've learned from this society is when you break the laws, you pay a penalty. Read that about legal again.
Not legally qualified.
Not legally qualified. You have qualifications. But they're not legal qualifications. So that means everything in your mind outside of what I give you is illegal. I'm happy I'm talking to intelligent people that I don't have to belabor the point. You can go study, the ramifications. So I'll move on without belaboring the point. Go ahead, baby.
Incompetent, an incompetent person. Being unable or legally unqualified to perform a specified act or acts or to be held legally responsible for such action.
Give us the first part again. See, I saw in the face, so I got lost a little bit.
Being unable or legally unqualified to perform a specified act.
Right there. Unqualified, legally unqualified to form the specific acts of the kingdom of heaven. that require the kingdom of heaven. That's why heaven is not on earth. The ones in charge of the earth, Cain. See, Cain was not stripped of his rulership. Yahweh said, I'm putting a mark on Cain, and if anybody touch it, if anybody touch incompetence, I'll put 7 times or worse incompetence up on the one that does it. He'll be 7 times more incompetent. He'll be perfectly incompetent. Now, a person suffering from perfect incompetence is just about incapable of being redeemed. That's like a perfectly insane person. I mean, that's incapable of being redeemed. I mean, he's just, you have to either lock him up or kill him off. I mean, that's in him. So the people of the earth, seeing how incompetent Cain was, say, man, you see that mark on him? I don't want 7 times worse of that. So the competent people, you ready for this? Were put to sleep. That's what happened with the murder of Abel. All of us, all of the Godhead, went to sleep to allow Cain to rule for 6,000 years. That's how long you've been asleep, 6,000 years. And Yahweh sent prophets throughout history to rouse you up just a little bit to say, sleep on, don't worry, I'm watching out for you. Yahweh told the Godhead, don't try to rise up on your own, just rest on. It's only 6 days anyway. See, the 7th day is holy. I'll be back in the 7th day, and I'll raise you up. And so before we went to sleep, before the Godhead went to sleep, we left signs all over the earth, on Mars, Venus, wherever they can go peep. We left signs of our competence. We buried it, we hid it, we put it in pyramids, we covered it up with rocks and mountains and hills and dirt. All over the planet we did it. Some things you can't see except from space. We laid signs out all over the planet because we knew we would give them the ability to fly so that they could see and view our competence. And by them viewing our competence, that only accentuates their knowledge of their inferiority, inability, incapability, and incompetence. Go ahead.
Incompetent, inadmissible as evidence.
See? He's a liar. He's the father of lies. Lies are inadmissible evidence. So it's not just the lie, but the liar. Whatever he says, you know, pay it no attention because all he's talking about and writing about is incompetence.